Hello, welcome to my channel, The Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wang. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, what's the overall energy? Wow. All right. Feels like a very specific message. What's hidden that would be helpful? Wow. All right. I like taking the cards how they land. All right. So outcome and advice. Thank you. All right. Let me turn these cards over, see what we're working with here. All right, in the overall energy, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse is my card for a team that's coming apart, or it's supposed to be a collaboration, but someone is doing all the work. Ten of Cups in reverse is my card for choosing. Oh no, that's Ten of Cups up. So in reverse, emotional overwhelm, maybe ending an emotional cycle. Overwhelmed by emotions. Finding it difficult to enjoy your life because of the emotional overwhelm. All right, let's clarify. Why is the Three of Pentacles in reverse in the overall energy? Ooh, talk about emotional overwhelm. All right, Five of Cups. In the Five of Cups, this person has loves wine. Used to love wine. At some point, they lost the taste for wine. And even though there are two cups, maybe with wine in it, this person's upset over the three cups that are spilt. So they've lost the taste for wine, but they're upset that there's no more wine. So there's something here about something that you've lost the energy for, lost the interest in, lost the taste for, but it's still upsetting that it's over. That kind of energy. Feels like there's a lot of upset in having to do all the work or coming apart. How does the viewer recognize, how does the reader recognize why the Three of Pentacles in reverse is showing up? Okay. Nine of Swords in reverse. You're getting out of a comfort zone. Something that has been painful. Maybe because you're doing all the work and you, in this type of environment, you can't let your light shine because you're supposed to be collaborating and everybody, like a synergistic type of environment. Three of Pentacles upright. Three of Pentacles in reverse, nothing works. Like only one person's putting in the work, maybe doing the work for the others. It doesn't create that synergy of all having the same intentions, the same direction, same trajectory that they're working towards. Feels like this has been painful. Whatever it is, it feels like you've already lost the taste for it, like you've had it. It's still, though, upsetting that it's not working out. Two things can be true at the same time. You're not interested in something, an environment, a job, a group, a connection. It's lost its thrill and also it's disappointing. They can both exist at the same time. And it looks like you're being willing to get out of a comfort zone take action. Your challenge is that whatever this is that I'm tuning into, whatever that is for you, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like it never was what you wanted it to be. It never got the joy and the excitement. Feels like at the beginning, wow, that's dishes piled up in the sink. There aren't even that many. Something's crashing down. It feels disappointing. It feels like it's time to leave. Even though it feels like there was a great idea. And it's like you might have put so much time and energy into whatever this is. That's what it is. A lack of fulfillment of like getting something across the finish line or something like that. All right, Ten of Cups in reverse. Just emotional. This does feel emotional. Like there's a lot of emotions involved. Whenever I'm overwhelmed emotionally, I check my energy. That's a huge, immediately bing red flag that I've got someone else's or a lot of people's energy in my space, which creates emotional overwhelm. Why is the Ten of Cups in oh wait, we have some cards. There was two packets that fell out. Okay, Seven of Swords reverse, Three of Pentacles upright, King of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse. Love this. There's a need for you to be tactical at this time. It looks like there could be a new collaboration. Now the Three of Pentacles is upright. This feels like a new job, new environment where you can really let your light shine, where you can really stand out. And you're attracting standout people too. But there's a need to be tactical as you're finding a new job. Yeah, if this is in regards to a job and it's been disappointing, then finding that new job before you quit the job. I mean, just kind of some standard common sense is what this looks like. And dial down the upset. Turn up professional in what you prefer. Recognize what didn't work out. Figure that out and decide what you prefer instead. I think you are very emotionally mature. King of Cups. Or there's so many emotions here. Once you process these emotions, you can really learn a lot about yourself. There's something about where you've been that is not loving. Doing all the work, not being able to shine, disappointments, not hitting very fulfilling targets. This feels like just a little bit of a cluster F is kind of all right. I was wondering why this Ace of Cups in reverse is. I don't feel like there's a flow. I don't feel like you love what you do. If you don't like what you do, and that's where you spend so much of your time and energy in working, and there's no flow, it's not supportive of you. You have to give from an empty cup. All right, I've got a picture of kind of like automatronic humanoids that are just punching in, doing the work, never enjoying, never really connecting with what it looks like. There's something you're really good at work that you can stand out. And the advice here is to follow your highest excitement. Whoa, I didn't see the Emperor here under the Page of Wands. Maybe that is part of this too. To follow your high Aries energy here with the Emperor. There's something about how you lead yourself, following your highest excitement, not knowing if it's going to lead to anything. What is interesting to you? What would make your work an exciting place to be? Fun, interesting, expansive, the people you like to be around, doing the things you are very curious and interested in doing. It feels like there's a hidden leader within you, but can you be willing to go back to the drawing board, start over, reimagine? It feels like very quickly that you're showing how to lead yourself in a direction you prefer. Queen of Swords reverse, Five of Pentacles. A lack of discernment is abandoning yourself, allowing others to abandon you and do all the work. There's also something very important here about your inner dialogue and story. Time to change that if it's negative and people always do this and I never. I did this a lot. That's why it's easy for me to tune into that. I had an excuse for every and out there, and now what I've shifted is what's the workaround? Where's the flow? Where's the solution? What could I do instead? Where's my excitement? Not excuses, not blaming anyone else, recognizing I'm in control of my own destiny. And whenever you make excuses and they did that, and then you disempower yourself. So there's something here about not your frame of mind. More, what would be helpful is, what am I excited about? What do I want to do? What do I want to learn? Is there something I could learn without throwing out everything and add to what I already do that would make it interesting? Would it be moving somewhere else? Would it be what is it? Only you know. And it feels like it's a really good time right now to clear away what isn't working and decide what you prefer. Yeah, some things might have, it pays the bills and it gets the job done. But it's not, there's more out there. Feels like the energies here want you to want more, want you to connect with your higher self and ask, where are my blind spots? Where am I resisting my highest potential and timeline? Where am I staying in a comfort zone? Where these feel like really good prompts to kind of help you do some inner work. All right, in what's hidden, we have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands, challenged by the Moon in reverse. Yes. Moon in what's hidden. Moon card always means it's deep. It's deep in there. This is successful. The Queen of Wands does not know if the actions she takes are going to be successful. She doesn't have proof. She's pretty good at figuring that out, but she also learns as she goes. This is not a perfection energy. This is figuring it out as you go. When something doesn't work out, instead of like, oh, that doesn't work out, where's the solution? Where can I move? How can I pivot? How can I learn from the experience I just went through? and take that and move on. And the Six of Wands, it looks like this is the mentality that will help you. Not perfection, but figuring it out as you go. Letting your light shine. Not trying to convince anybody, liking yourself and liking what you do. That leads, it looks like, to Six of Wands, public success. The challenge is the moon in reverse. A lot of emotions coming to the surface. A lot of unconscious energy, shadow energy. Those unconscious stories that we tell ourselves. Blind spots. Limitations where we are not a cooperative component to what we want. What we say we want and who we prefer to be. High Priestess reverse, Hanged Man. I feel like you're in what's hidden, there's some new perspective shift. You're seeing something out of a regular pattern, hung up in some way, metaphorically, and all of a sudden that gives you the perspective shift. Maybe if you are very regimented in your schedule, this is what this day you're going to do this, I don't know. Maybe it's time to kind of break out of that patterning a little bit so something new can come in, a new perspective. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? The Eight of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands reverse. This new perspective shift is helping you see where you're blocked. Eight of Swords in reverse, where there was once, I can't see, I don't understand, oh my gosh, what's going on? Boom, there, clarity. Now I see. And it's around Queen of Wands in reverse. Making moves from an insecure place, not knowing what you want. Perfection energy, too concerned with how other people are perceiving you. It feels like that is robbing you of your potential because you're not acting on your potential. You're acting from worry, fear, other people's energy. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have the Three of Wands, very three reading. Three of Pentacles twice. Oh, that's only three threes, of course. All right, Three of Wands. This is expansion energy. Once you start making those moves, you might perceive that you would have to do so much and it's so far away. But the Three of Wands, this person has been traveling across the desert, comes to the top of a crest and sees just desert, more desert, thinks, oh, I've got so much further to go. But then they realize, oh, I see a ship on the horizon. Wait a minute, that's not sand, that's a mirage. I'm at the water, I've made it. So it feels like once you start taking that action, the universe shifts with you and starts changing your alignment. Once you get clear, start energetically, oh, this is what I want. You start talking about it, not to try to convince people, but to figure out how to get there, how to be, and be that person. Whatever job, whatever it is that you're imagining, start being that person. Start talking like that person talks. Start energetically being it, so you start bringing in what's for you. All right. Nine of Wands and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, be wise about this. If this does feel very work related, So not hearing these messages and quitting your job and then you're going to search for a job. Like, that's not the message that I'm giving. It feels like be mindful, be protective of your energy, and recognize what's working and what's not working. All the overworking you're doing is not paying it off. It's just exhausting you. Boy, I'm getting a real lack of care and empathy from the business. Oh, and death card reverse. It's not going to end. It's not going to get any better. If anything, it feels like it's devolving. There's something here around timing. 3 of Wands is my timing card as well. If what I'm seeing here is time to take action. Once you identify, once you do that work that I've talked about, like shifting, figuring out what you prefer, then it's wand energy. This might be weeks from now. Like, it's time to take action in the direction you want. Imagining it is one thing. If you just keep it in your imagination, though, you just live it here and imagine something. If you want to manifest and bring it into this reality, then you got to start taking action. What can I do to my resume? What class can I learn? What am I interested in learning? How can I develop this skill? What's something I would prefer to do? If I could have anything in regards to my job, what would that be? It feels like there's a lot of questions that need examining. And then taking action. What's 10 minutes a day? What can I do? And 10 minutes a day to start creating this new pathway in a direction, doing what I prefer. Yeah. All right. That's your reading. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you all so much for your likes and all the comments. If you're a member, I just updated the emojis and the badges, so I'm so curious to see the emojis. I picked emojis, Chuck, my bulldog, and Boo Boo and JJ parakeet emojis. Yeah, so curious to see if those are working and how you like them. All right, take care. Bye.